Grand evening, everyone. It is 1700 hours and 5 minutes in the evening, Central Standard Time. Man, I had some difficulties setting this up properly today. Tried something new with that countdown and that display there. Anyway, this is a code red update that is following the last code black update. It is quite related to the last update that I did on here. So we'll get into the news in a moment. Let me just check the audio first. I always got to do that. It's always concerning. I seriously, that display doesn't keep going back and forth. That's what I noticed. I hope I can fix that. Let's see. I hope that fixes the movement problem with the display. One moment. Let's see. Doesn't really seem so. I hope that doesn't continue much. That is really annoying. It's not doing that on my stream. On the software, whatever the restream that I'm using, it's not doing that weird back and side to side motion. Very unusual. Let's see. What a interesting start here. All right, getting into the news. This won't be long, won't be very long here today. Okay. So Lithuania says that there was a Russian military aircraft that flew into their airspace, which Lithuania is a NATO country. It said 18 seconds there. I believe I found out later on that it was minutes. I'm not entirely sure, but there's the report there. The Russian military aircraft, I believe it was a fighter jet, flew into Lithuanian airspace, which is one of the Baltic states, for 18 seconds yesterday, right around that time. I'm going to see if it's still doing those weird movements. Let's see. I think it's straightened out. Okay. It's not a very long update here today to begin with, so let's continue. We have this here from next. There's massive lines for free food, donated food, all that, for federal workers as they are going unpaid during the U.S. shutdown. So that's quite something. There's this video here shows the situation in Landover, Maryland. Organizers of the food distribution said they were overwhelmed by the turnout. According to CNN, about 1.4 million federal employees in the U.S. are now either on unpaid leave or still working without pay because Congress has yet to reach a budget agreement. With no paychecks coming in, many federal workers have been forced to turn to charities for free food packages. Here's the video of the federal workers lined up. 1.4 million federal employees. They're either on unpaid leave or they're still working without pay because of the government shutdown. So here's a very fast video from a fake news channel there, but very real that they're all lined up like that. So the place is definitely mobbed. They're lining up at food banks for food, all these government workers, because they are not being paid right now. And food is one of, even the basic necessity of food is a problem because of the current government shutdown that we are in, I believe, the 4th week now of the United States government shutdown. So moving on, we had Doomsday. We had I believe it was the Russian Doomsday Radio, UVB 76. It aired new messages after the Trump-Putin meeting was canceled. So it broadcasted coded words, Negropotop, Grechnevik, and Klinoboyets. So we had the Russian Doomsday Radio broadcast those words. They have meaning and information behind them. So the Russian nuclear forces are on some of the highest alert. At this time, it's very possible that Russia does a preemptive strike even on the U.S. There's a high possibility that Russia does even a preemptive strike on the U.S., as the Tomahawk missiles are very likely to be going to Ukraine at this moment. And then soon after that, Ukraine would be using them to strike targets such as the Kremlin and Moscow with Tomahawk missiles. They could make the Kremlin disappear with a Tomahawk missile. So we'll see if Ukraine receives those Tomahawk missiles from the U.S. or indirectly through Europe. It's going to be either one of those ways, possibly both. And then we have, let's see, I might have had, oh, here it is. If it'll load. It's disastrous here. All right. This is a real Rough beginning. We have Tropical Storm Melissa heading northwest from its position. Looks like it's just south of the DR, the Dominican Republic, right around here. The DR and Haiti. And south of, looks like East Cuba. It's moving very slow. Still moving northwest, I'd say, from that position. I heard it's gaining momentum. It may turn into a massive hurricane, a major hurricane. So Tropical Storm Melissa is set to be the first major hurricane to make landfall, possibly over Jamaica. I believe that's lined up with Jamaica there. I'm not 100% sure if that's Jamaica. I did see that Jamaica may be getting hit by this. It'll potentially be the largest storm Jamaica has been hit by in a very long time. It's reported from a weather news source that this could be like no storm Jamaica has encountered in modern times. So this hurricane is set to become very powerful and make some major landfalls. I will be continuing to track this storm and the other World War III and related news, especially when it comes to Venezuela. I nearly left it out. So we have an aircraft carrier strike group that is heading to the Caribbean somewhere, likely to be used against Venezuela. So we're going to have that massive naval force by Venezuela. The aircraft carrier strike group by itself is more than enough to deal with Venezuela. So it's really, they're doing some serious preparation, making sure they're not going to have any problems by sending an aircraft carrier strike group, which is heavily armed, which has the USS Ford and some destroyers with it. So that's massive breaking news. And then we're going to see in the coming days, especially one of the largest things that is to happen is those the SNAP food benefits and the federal workers. That combination, that's millions of people are about to possibly be without food within the next 2 weeks. So we're about to likely see the chaos and anarchy that unfolds after that, after all those people and families don't have food in their refrigerators and freezers, as so many rely on just that. It's going to be quite an interesting rest of the month here. And then we have November, and the likely on the 29th, in about 6 days, we're going to find out more about the Three-Eye Atlas. And then sometime in November, I believe that's expected to be here, whether it's real or faked through Project Bluebeam, possibly. That's a whole nother subject. It's a very long and advanced topic. It's extremely advanced, pretty much projection technology, some kind of technology that the government has developed, and they could fake just about anything with Project blue beam put shortly. So they could fake an alien invasion and make it look like it's an alien invasion, very much so, with Project Bluebeam. And they could also just use some kind of advanced technology as well from hidden military bases and have some kind of government people in some kind of ship or aircraft attacking while they're making it look like an alien invasion. So we'll see what happens further in the coming days, in the coming weeks. I will be back very soon, likely Sunday or Monday, with further updates here. Likely code red or black. Probably black. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on preparing for all that is to come, especially the domestic situation here with the food crisis. All those people not getting food, it could cause a serious, chaotic scenario that could lead to anarchy, millions of people without food. So stock up on especially freeze-dried food and storable food. I always recommend those. And physical assets, as I always mention, gold, silver, land, ammunition, and food overall. Those are entirely up to you to do. As a disclaimer there, I will be back soon with the next one. If you want to donate, I put the donation link in the description for this video, this live stream recording that is posted to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the weekend. I shall see you soon, Sunday or Monday. Love, light, and blessings to you all.